Hello there and welcome to another SOS reading. I hope you're doing well out there. Now, viewer, we're going to find out what Spirit wants you to be aware of when it comes to your SOS messages, starting with the most important to the least, and then we'll get some additional questions towards the end of the reading, okay? So let's see here. You're on target for something, all right? So Spirit wants you to keep continuing to believe, notice the signs, and also notice where you've just really hit the bullseye in your life. Now, there may be someone on the forefront here that may be on your path that, you know, here's a clue to someone that you may need to connect with, okay, or be open-minded with. It's a person that will be a goal-oriented person here. All right. But also, Spirit is letting you know that you're on target for something. Don't lose sight. You know, it almost seems like every time, you know, you get really close to nearing some type of end of a journey, receiving a reward, there seems to be like a final test, you know, some type of obstacle. So don't get thrown off guard is what Spirit is saying. You really are going to get what it is that you want and deserve, because there's something strong about your perseverance and your willpower right now. So don't underestimate your own ability to summon confidence and summon that willpower and that determination. Okay, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. You've got to receive some answers. So meditation brings answers. Let's get a little bit more about this. You need to ask your angels to bring you solutions, ideas, or answers. And also there's something that Spirit is saying is going to come through insight here. So let's get a little bit more about meditation brings answers for the viewer. Wow, okay. The Devil card came out here. My God, this is definitely an energy that's going to try to thwart you off of your goal. Remember what I was just talking about? And it has to be the devil. You know, this damn devil likes to just throw people off, but you're not getting sucked into this energy. And this is what's so divine about you, is that your ability to sense this, know this, when something can become negative or grow toxic. You know, you might be or have dealt with someone negative right now. I mean, we all have to deal with, you know, negative influence. It's just how we react and respond. Okay, but there is something about you moving away from this energy that's just too much, right? This is just too much here. This is a situation where it only gets darker and darker and darker. Now, the devil is also associated with Capricorn. This could be something about being a hard worker too, and possibly you may need to take a step back if you feel that you're just pushing yourself too hard, and seek that balance, okay? There may be someone here, though, that you have to watch out for. I don't know, I'm getting some, you know, this may not resonate for every single one of you, but you may need to, either now or in the future, listen, you may need to watch out for someone who's aggressive, all right? Who's trying to push maybe their own agenda forward here. Because the thing is, viewer, is that you have this light about you that is exposed, okay? The devil knows these strong lights, okay, in the world. So don't underestimate your own ability to summon determination, something about, you're gonna discover something here too, something that is tried and true for you, okay? Don't be afraid to set some time aside to meditate. Now, for some of you, not all of you, but some of you, you might think that that is a waste of time, and how is that going to help you? It will. You're literally working your own creative force through your own physical vessel, your mind, your body, your spirit, your emotions. So when you can be in this place of allowing yourself to be at ease, the devil doesn't like that. The devil starts to lose its power because you're at ease. And the devil doesn't like people to be at ease or at peace. And when you start to give more into this situation, this starts to dissolve. And what starts to arise is exactly what is meant for you. Because the devil is always going to try to get in the way of someone who is creating important achievements or goals or successes, however big or small you think they are, but they are important. Okay, so let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. You're going to have these new opportunities, possibilities, and paths that are opening up. So take that time, whether it's 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, and you can get creative with meditation. You can meditate, maybe doing other things. It's all about just keeping that mind clear from this, right? This could even be, obsessive thinking. So we got to watch out for that. It's all about taking good care of your health right now. This is what's important. You've got to really pay attention to those things or people right now because the devil is at play. This is going to suck all of your energy. It probably already has. And the thing is you got to have, it's like getting that extra boost towards the finish line, right? Somehow, some way, you don't know where it comes, but knowing and seeing that finish line gives you that extra push, and that's exactly what's happening here. So you are destined for these new opportunities and possibilities and paths opening up. This is why you're feeling a strong pull from this energy here. Because it's like, this energy is just trying to tag along, basically, where it doesn't need to tag along. Now let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh my God. Whoa, you can't make this up. Look at this. I mean, the apple, and got the snake here, and even the devil. This is, temptation will test you. Oh, goodness, it will, won't it? So let's get a little bit more about it. And that's okay, don't worry, right? Meditation brings answers. Let's get a little bit more about this so we can be aware of this. This is going to throw you off guard, but don't let it, because again, see, this is the advantage. You already know that this is at play here, okay? Now, take it if it resonates too, because I do feel there may be some sexual matters that might be growing out of proportion here. Now, I don't know if it's you or someone, or be aware of that too, okay? But let's get a little bit more about this. Temptation will test you. What does the viewer need to know about this? Temptation will test you. See, it's like that devil wants to pretend like something is good and it's not. Give us more about the temptation. We'll test the viewer. Family matters, okay. Now we got work achievement, success. See, there's something about balance here. There's something about finding out what could possibly be trying to divide your attention in multiple ways here. Because the trick is going to be not to be divided into too many areas in life right now. You want to be focused on the areas that matter the most in your heart, your spirit right now. Now, there could be some family situation going on here. We could be obsessed about gaining contentment, whether it has to do with family or not. This is about contentment here. So we have to watch out, because you do have something where you're on target for reward, achievement, and success. But if we're trying to do something else in the meantime, we could throw something off balance here. I want a little bit more, though, for you with that family matters. Give me more about the family matters. The temptation will test you. This might be a time, too, that we have to accept the people that we're around. If you're around family or friends or people that you're just around a lot, just accepting their ways, okay? That doesn't mean it has to be your way. I mean, you're pretty much leaving this energy behind, though. Eventually you will. If you don't feel that you have, you will. Let's get more about the family matters. Major, okay, there's some family stuff going on, whether it's, you know, happening right now, or something about trying to force a family to come together, or, you know, whatever it is. What's that major challenge to overcome? Let's see if we can get a little bit more about that, and then we'll move on. That major challenge, because I know you're going to be tempted here by something. Family members might tempt you to go into old ways, you know, or something like that. What's this major challenge to overcome? Just know that it's a distraction. Whatever it is, it's a distraction. Once you feel that it's distracting you off of your purpose or what you're achieving, you're going to know it's the devil at work here. That major challenge to overcome. Disappointment in some affair might be or getting over that disappointment. And, you know, just know that there may be disappointment here on the forefront, and I don't want to put a negative thing on your reading. I mean, this is just life, but Spirit doesn't want you to feel too disappointed by this, because really what you're cutting away is this, and that's a good thing. The devil likes to be in disguises all the time. This is why your angels are asking you to trust in them, believe in them, believe in yourself right now, especially because you are picking up that negative vibe, and it's telling you, you know, to move away from it. What else? Now, I'm going to bring this up too. This may not resonate for all of you, but I feel like a lot of you, there may be something here where you may have already cut some ties here. But then we're feeling some type of, we're feeling like a bound feeling here, right? We're feeling bound to a situation or family members, right? This is the temptation here, because there's something about moving on from something that is just, it's been too much. It's negative. Yeah, romance is in the air. So whether it's romance in the traditional term or just some type of joy and fulfillment, it is in the air. And this is what the devil is sniffing out. The devil already knows you're going to gain something in someone so much better, right? And so, oh, here we are. Just think of this, whatever he's doing, as a little wave goodbye there. Okay, what else? See, you're going to get recognized for something and reward for merit here. Spirit knows what you've had to put up with. You know, not only have you been like, try not to get so thrown off of balance, but you're also doing some spiritual growth and healing. You're also having to be attuned and aware of other people's shadows and darknesses, you know. And it's not to say that we, you know, each and every one of us don't have that in ourselves. It's just how we balance it, how we utilize it. And you really are above a situation here. So see how the devil is trying to distract you, thwart you off of this recognition and reward for merit. The devil wants to keep you in that dark energy, to keep you in that shadow where you go unnoticed almost here. That's a trap, right? Because look at the chains are a trap. What else? Now there may have, I'm just going to bring this up, okay? Because there could be something about a love, maybe a love interest happened here and someone took off with someone else. You know, they're both playing with the devil right now, so that's okay. Let them be. Let them do what they need to do. Let them figure it out. You've already figured it out. You're already destined for something so much better anyways, because you chose right. And ooh, I'm so glad this came out. And that energy wants to kind of suck you in by creating drama. negativity. But guess what? You're so freaking loved, viewer. Oh my God. This is just so perfect. I love that this came out for you. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Something went a little, sideways or something, or we felt a little stagnation. We felt a little block, but don't be fooled. Somehow, some way, wherever you felt stunted in your life was really divine protection. And, look at that. I mean, this is the negative of negativity of all cards here. Energy, right? You've been in this, this cobweb, the divine cobweb, so to speak. What else? Ooh, see how Spirit wants to protect your good fortune, your abundance right now. The devil wants to take that away and that opportunity. Now abundance comes in all forms too. Your health, how you feel and see life, that there's more than enough. In fact, I mean, there may be something here where you feel that your basket's been empty, but it's going to be filled up with all the right ingredients for you to feel good and proud and full of. Bask in knowing this. Your new opportunities is going to create abundance for you materially and also, energetically here. Because the first thing you're going to know is how much this is draining you. But the thing is you can live side by side by this and not allow it to affect you. See, this is how strong you really are. This is how shielded and protected you are. Because once you know what this is up to, it has no power over you. That's the fun part of it all. That's when you kind of get to laugh in its face. Ha, 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 ha. You see why Spirit is protecting you? Because this is wanting to take this and block it. Or use it for their own benefit. Without a regard or care in the world. Ooh. Whoa, the Five of Swords came out. Woo! This is, woo! We are needing to change direction. It's for sure. Someone also is all about pride here, and you know exactly who that is. You may need to accept that that person is unwilling to change. It's all about pride. Don't feel defeated. You are a winner. Okay, this is a change in plans, a change in course, and there's something better here. This is a card where we have no choice but to sever the ties. Now watch out for someone here or people. Intentions are not good. It's like, I almost get this thing where it's like, take what's rightfully yours. And don't be afraid to move on here. Five of Swords is also could be temptation, right? Because we could be tempted to get back. We don't want to make matters worse, okay? And I'm not saying that you would get back at them, but let's get a little bit more too about that Five of Swords. This is air sign coming through. There are times when it's okay to give up too, It doesn't mean that you've lost. It just means you're not willing to lose yourself into that. You're winning in other ways. You're going to have a successful outcome to your problems here. Just look the other way. Don't be afraid to move into another direction or to take your focus somewhere else. Don't be tempted either, I would just say, to, maybe take matters in your own hands, because the thing is you've got your hands are already full anyways. Spirit is helping you here. Your success will be, most likely, their karma. But either way, whatever problems we had to deal with, we're going to have success at this. Okay, obstacles to overcome. Yeah, I know. It's that damn Five of Swords. Let's get more about this. The obstacles to overcome. Yeah, long journey. You know, the thing is there may be something here where, you know, I was looking at these hills and it's like you're kind of, you know, hiking it or whatever, and you're just like, oh my gosh, oh yay, yay, yay. And then you go back down, you're like, oh my goodness, it looks like we're never gonna get there. And then you get back up maybe, oh yay, yay, yay. And then you go back down. You know, that's kind of how it's been for you. But the sun is rising here for you, and Spirit wants you to know that a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And it's so important that you gain this wisdom and that you solidify this wisdom, because this will never be able to impede your progress again, because you know and see it for what it is. And you can thank that negative energy because it just helped you gain so much more in the end. A winner in the end as well. Let's continue. Yeah, changes in your life. You know, this isn't going to be easy because we're having to move through some type of darkness that is still unclear, and we still have to give trust into a higher force here. You know, trust your intuition when it comes to what changes you want to move away from or to make here. Let's get more about this moon. This is about cycles. See, the devil loves to put people in cycles and patterns that don't go anywhere. And the thing is you already are aware of that. So let's get more about changes in your life. Aw, look at this. Look. Great and good fortune. And you even have that abundance card. More reasons why Spirit is telling you, we've been protecting you. We, your angels, have been protecting you. You're going to be connecting with a friend here. Maybe new or existing one, and deepening your bond. Now, if you can, if you've been doing something that it just feels like it's just been the same old, same old, same old, you know, break it up with something here. Call a friend, or, you know, be willing to stay open, because Spirit is saying you're going to develop a deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Ooh, be aware of self-delusion. Okay, now I get that this is someone that you're dealing with, but also let's just, you know, sometimes we have to really see something or someone for what they are. So let's get more about that. Yeah, see, we're breaking up some type of perception about a situation, a person, or an old belief within ourselves. But whatever it is, you know, you're seeing something for what it is. Yes, it's a loss, but this is the thing. You already know that someone is in this place of self-delusion. You don't have to fall for that trap either. Now, there may be something here too, okay? I don't want you to feel challenged by this, because I want you to focus on how much you've come along and where you're headed, okay? Rather than, you know, mulling over the mistakes or what coulda, shoulda. But there may be something here where Spirit really doesn't want you to fall for someone's trap. You know, it's like, we might be in this place where we feel like maybe we'll change, or this person will change. You know, we might not be realizing that we're finally done with a chapter in your life, but you are. Say goodbye to that. What else? Be careful. Do not take risks. We're having to really be strong right now and resilient towards pressure, rushing things along, doing anything risky. You know, I was talking about borrowing or lending money or something like that, or something materially here, you know, just saying. And also, don't put yourself in a situation where you don't need to fight that fight anymore. That's the thing. You don't need to fight this fight no more. The angels want you to talk to them, wants you to focus on these new opportunities. What else? We got something about change here. Now that says be careful, do not take risks. And now the Knight of Swords is an energy that could be, making decisions in a hasty way. Let's get more about that Knight of Swords. Also, we may need to just keep things, or keep fears or emotions at bay here, because someone could get you riled up here, okay? Be careful, don't take risks. And this is a very fast moving energy, if you can see. Let's get more about that Knight of Swords here. But the Knight of Swords is also shaping and changing something here. Yeah, there's something important, such as a new job or raise. So be careful. Don't take risk here. Spirit is saying slow down if you need to, okay? Don't go too fast. The Knight of Swords is someone that's going really fast here. But there is something of important news, important communication, and you feeling promoted in life. And yes, maybe in a new job or getting that raise. What else? This is the big change that's happening for you too. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. Yeah, your intuition is telling you to not fall for the tricks and the traps of life, to be patient. We're not rushing or having to, even keep scores on something here, because I'm getting something about keeping scores. Let's get a little bit more about your psychic ability and trusting your intuition. See, it's like you can see right through others' self-delusions. Yeah, you're going to be stepping into a new experience. See, this Moon card is also that divine feminine. It's also the intuitive side, the very reflective side. So it's really important to take some time for reflection, to receive inner guidance. But for some of you, not all of you, it may be hard just to, make this a routine or to just take it on, but I encourage you to do that. Trust your intuition when it comes to stepping into a new experience, right? The one that you are creating, the one that is your destiny unfolding at its own pace, not the pace of others or society or whatever else, family members, whatever. Your own pace. What else? Ooh, look at that. New home, new attitude. I feel that this Knight of Swords is like really doing things to get things out of the way that's not necessary, So there may be a thing where we can act on things that are not necessary, right? Because you'll know, and you do know. So whether it is a new house or maybe, you could be getting rid of things and redecorating, it'll help with a new attitude. We're sweeping out the old energy and creating new. You know, there may be making a decision here on a house too for some of you, or feeling that you have what you need and feel good about where you're at. What else? Nope. Actually, that is it. Okay, so before we end the reading, I want to find out a few more things. Let's find out how Spirit is currently helping you that you need to be aware of. How is Spirit currently helping the viewer? Something with your job. It could be a new job. It could just be with your current job or career here. But the thing that I'm getting also is that Spirit is helping you pinpoint something that is important here. Something about facts, knowledge, things that will help you move forward, because you can, once you know something is right, it's easy to move in that right direction quickly if we need to, right? Because there may be a situation that you do need to act and think quickly on your feet. But yeah, Spirit's helping you with this job or career here, or helping you on a path that's going to help you develop your talents and your skills and develop yourself, right? Feeling promoted here in life. I'm going to get one more too for how Spirit is helping you. Oh my gosh, you're getting this again. Look at this. Look. I mean, seriously. You got both of the good fortune cards here of how Spirit's helping you create magic in your life, even when things don't feel so magical, because that does happen at times, okay? Wow, okay. This is an opportunity, some type of opportunity, abundance for you to take care of. All right, now let's find out, what is a challenge that you need to be aware of? I mean, we already talked about these challenges, but let's see if the Spirit will give us a specific card too. I know that the temptation will test you, but let's see. A challenge to be aware of. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. So this is a challenge, maybe to go too quickly, right? Remember, we need to watch out for impulsivity, or, you know, we got to think things through. So, you know, again, it's like there's something where you should not feel rushed. That's going to be like a key here, okay? You'll know if it's negative or off your course here when you feel rushed or pressured into something here, because it is going to require balance, careful handling, which may mean that we have to go nice and steady here, right? Take it all in, one moment at a time. Okay, so let's find out, what is a blessing that's coming from your circumstance? Let's see if Spirit will give us a specific card on a specific blessing that's coming from your circumstance. Maybe you can already see that we have good fortune. Chain of events that will affect your life. This is giving me the vibes of Wheel of Fortune. There's going to be an older woman, maybe now or in the future, that will open something up. So dealings or relationship with an older woman. So this is a card of maturity here. You're going to be at the right time, at the right place. So you're going to receive guidance, help, a person, the resources that you need, and it's all lining up with these synchronicities, okay? So it's just not like one circumstance. It's like a building up of things. So it's like change of events that will affect your life. Pay attention to an elder here too. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. It's either you're going to give this person assistance or vice versa. Guidance here, okay? And this is what I see. I see that you've been on this long journey here. So a blessing that's coming out of this is, you know, whether you resonate with that older woman as you are not, right? Because I know this is a general reading, but this to me is also giving me the vibes of the Empress. So someone who really has come to a place of great maturity here and is aligned with nurturing people or the things or projects or self here, that is coming from a place of abundant or abundance. So we have synchronicities here. So there's going to be, you know, the thing is your life is going to continue to have these events that will affect your life, but it's affecting your life in a way that it impacts others, that is in some way, shape, or form, you know, teaching and learning here, right? Because you've been on that long path. So you're going to be blessing others too in some way here. So it's not just a blessing for you, but it's a blessing for all involved. Now, I hope that this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.